Okay, so welcome to another ISBHS Tech Lab tutorial, and in this video you'll learn how to basically get to know iMovie 10, which is the one with the nice purple icon there, as you can see, not the black one. If you have the black one, you should update to this, or else this tutorial will be fairly useless. Basically, by the end of this, you should know how to navigate iMovie 10 and use other tutorials to expand on this knowledge base. Well, over here is your project library, which is all over here in all projects is your project library, which is simply all of your edited projects that you're making. And to create a new project, simply press create, which I'll do in a second. The import button, which is simply used to import media, as you can see, import from anywhere on your desktop or wherever. There is also the event library, which is this thing, and this simply is an event is a folder on your computer from which or where your iMovie files are stored, and iMovie basically uses those files in the event folder in order to create your project. So events have your unedited clips in them, and your final project or your project has the actual edited project in it. I've already created my first event, as you can see, and I've imported this nice clip of a running horse. Now, once you have your first clip, or once you have your clips imported, we'll go ahead and create a movie. And you can go ahead and select your theme. For this tutorial, keep it simple and just go ahead with no theme. Let's call it My Movie, and the default event, which is the event that it'll use, the main event that it'll refer to in order to get its media from, is going to be my first event, because that's the only event I've created. So now I'm in the actual editing screen, and here is the timeline. And in the timeline is where your project unfolds. So basically, in your timeline, you have all your clips. For example, if I want to select a part of the running horse, I can simply drag across here and pull it down onto my timeline. And as you can see, it plays right here. And say I want to add another selection of the running horse, say of the end clip, then I just drag it down next to it. See a very nice user interface, and you can press spacebar, and the media will play in the play project window here. Now, there are also a few new menu options in this timeline screen, as I will call it. For example, there is the adjust button, and this allows you to crop your video. It allows you to crop, image stabilization, sound enhancement, and several other features. For example, I'm going to demonstrate cropping now, so let's give it a simple crop. And what you can do is you can simply drag it down to the size of the video clip that you want, and then press enter, and it should crop your clip. So now, as you can see, this clip isn't cropped, and the second it transitions into the newer clip, you see the final cropped version. As you can see, there's also the stabilize shaky video option. Here in the volume, there is the auto correct, which is very useful. Helps to reduce background noise and other imperfections in audio. There's also the video effects drop down, where you can add multiple effects to your video, for X-ray, for example, other fun stuff. Yeah, that's basically it. There's also the palette, which changes your color properties. You can mess around with that on your own because it's fairly complex to explain. And all these nice options. For example, you can match the color of this clip to the color of the previous clip. There you go. Yeah, all this stuff you can play around with, and that's honestly the quickest way to learn it. Now, editor, let me exit the adjust editor, and if I click the enhance button, it is a one-click button to essentially enhance my clip, and it's completely done by iMovie, no manual parameter. You don't have to manually enter any parameters, but the second you click enhance, it should will make your clip look better, quote unquote, by Apple's standards. One final feature of the timeline is that you can adjust the scale of it, which is extremely useful for really long projects by going over to the slider over here and simply dragging it smaller, or simply dragging it to the left or right. And this allows you to quickly skim through your project if it's lengthy, as most English projects will be, or zoom in to get up close to edit the details. Alright, now over in your left-hand corner of your screen you have your content library, which contains all sorts of useful things such as transitions, titles, sound effects, and for example, a title, you can just drag it onto your video and overlay nice looking titles which are onto your actual video, for example here. And yeah, I won't go into too much detail about these things, but what I will mention is that iMovie has a useful feature of it has the ability to record voiceovers. So in order to do that, simply click Window, Record Voiceover, or you can hit V. And whenever you do that, this window, this little pop-up thing will appear. And when you want to start recording, simply press the mic button, and you'll be shown a countdown. And I'm now recording my voice in iMovie. So once you're done, you can press the button again, exit out of it, and here is your voice recorded clip. And if you could hear me, you would hear my voice while I was skimming along, but you can't, so that's too bad. Once you're done with your project, you're going to want to export it or share it, and that button is right here. And in order to do that, you just press share and export it whichever method you want, as a file or even directly to YouTube if you want. Alright, thanks for watching.